Pretty strong draft for DogChamp, but does Magnus have a chance here, Kips? What do you think about their draft as a whole? Is there any percentage differential here? Is it 50-50? Dota Plus is saying 52-48.
That's not a good sign. No, I think this Gyrocopter really has to run away with the game. And in fact, I think all 3 cores on Magnus need to have a good time in order to stay relevant. Because at some point, you're going to fall behind on the damage curve versus all of these tanky targets. As, well, a little bit of trouble. What happened to my team? Well, Rayla, Lisa, if you could tell us, that would be very kind, because we are also very curious right now.
Yeah, like, I mean, you're the guy there. Like, can you just tell us like what's going on? Like, they're saying lags. So that's one way to start our series for today. I would like to remind all of you people watching right now, we have 2 best of 3s today as we are in our Sunday night shift. So it's not just 1, it's going to be 2. Yep. Good luck, have fun. Alone, 1 versus 5, 1 versus 9 in this case. Teammates are not helping him for sure.
Sporty.
Let's go. Let's go.
Is that our go sign? Does look like it.
I think so, and they're smoking right into each other.
What do you think is going to be the clash and the outcome of this? Puck's pretty deep in. Mark's going to have some warning signs here.
Bane's really good on these rune fights.
Yaren actually gets the stun out. They're going to commit to it because of it. He did pop himself the illusory orb. 2-man Torrent coming out too. They are focusing the Kunkka as well. He's down to half HP, slowed up by the Spirit Lance. Is it enough for a kill? Doesn't look like it. Meanwhile, they've taken down the Lion. So that will be first blood for Team Magnus. Luki, low HP on the high ground. Bane getting hit by another stun on the Spirit Lance will do some damage to him as well, but there's another Torrent. Bar's in trouble. Luki 40 HP, double kill for the Marana, and this brawl just keeps on going. They got another rocket coming in as we're going to be hitting Bloody 9 this time with the arrow connection. Trapness tries to get this one done, but doesn't quite work out. Mark will deward while this brawl is going on, and we got ourselves 4 kills. So this is more than we've actually seen in the last 4, 5, 6 Eastern European games in a row inside the first 10 minutes. So 4 kills per minute. Chef's kiss, like they used to say in the scene right now.
That was pretty wild. Well, at the very least, Trapnest is going to be really happy with this. He's just queued himself up a Wraithband. He's like, yeah, I've got the money for this. Don't worry about me.
Wraithband, which doesn't really get built that much on almost any hero, but since you get a good start for yourself, those early stats, 4 branches also, Blightstone picked up too. I think that will add up really nicely for Trapnest, and that also makes it hard for the Ogre, because he's going to take a lot more damage now in this lane.
Yep, and this is an Ogre who's really supposed to be able to bully anybody, right? I said Trapnest can hit quite a bit harder than expected.
I like the pre-tango as well from Bloody 9, but they're not even hitting the Ogre now. Now they are trading a couple hits in. Have the hand brought up to the Marana. She's packing a nice 54 right-click damage. Make it 55 as that branch is moved back into the inventory.
Excellent start for her. And then over on the mid lane, I guess this is one of those lanes where we don't really have to say much. Unless either of these players misplays horrendously, this is just going to be a farming lane. Puck does not have the damage to kill the DK. DK does not have the raw skill necessary to kill the Puck. So we're going to be looking back here at level 6 to look at the possible rotations and or the tower take.
I think that's something where we sometimes overlook the Dragon Knight. We're like, yeah, he can't be killed, but I feel like DK sometimes, even in these matchups with Puck, who is kind of like a glass cannon-ish mid-hero, you actually might have a kill chance on the DK, plus you're really going to start hurting with that Breathe Fire. His farming tool is also his best damaging ability in the Puck, while in the bot lane, Lion already getting killed here with the help of the Bane and the Gyrocopter getting a full combo out. That works out nicely. It's a 3rd kill from Magnus. But that's that Breathe Fire is definitely going to hurt this Puck a lot if you get it to connect. Puck doesn't have the regeneration that DK has.
He should have the superior rune control at least. Even if he does not have a bottle yet.
Yeah, he packs up in damage where he lacks in mobility. So you've got one evasive hero, and you've got one lumbering slower hero. Bank is off to a decent start in the top lane. 11 CS on both ends, and Mirana's not proving to be such a big threat right now, which is a bit surprising too. We would like to see a quick earn pickup on this Mirana, just to have a bit of extra harass.
It really increases her kill possibilities as well.
Ooh, nice stun there from Yaren. Followed up by the spear from the Mars.
Excellent stuff. Neither of these two carries are really getting touched yet, though. Feeling pretty good in their respective lanes. It's mostly the supports dying right now. All of the core is doing decently well.
Yep, Jack's doing an okay time here. He's got his Bane bringing up some stuff. 2 more pieces towards the Falcon Blade. Going to be seeing that come up early. Lightbringer now up on the Kunkka as well, so this is gonna start hurting this Phantom Lancer more and more. If this lane is about to roll out of hands, it will be through the Kunkka harassing this PL one hit after the other. So if they can keep this up, this is gonna hurt DogChamp, and I might even start to fear that they might have to force in a third hero for the rotation. Arrow connects from Trap Nest. Look at that. Massive amounts of damage onto the PL, and here comes the Kunkka. Illusion Tidebringer, no, yet 3 more seconds required, following this Ogre all the way, and the distance ain't there, and he doesn't even get the Ogre killed. The Torrent misses as well. And it's a close one, but it's not close enough. And again, another Tidebringer. Did PL just overextend? Not quite yet. There we go, another hit, and Mirana's going to be taking that one. Yaren also killed in the bot lane, with the help of the Gyro and the Bane, again, just harassing this guy.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And you were just saying that
Magnus.
the Mirana wasn't doing that much on the top lane yet. I think the fact that the Kunkka was just allowed to stay in the lane, get his Helm of Iron Will relatively unopposed, was big enough here. And now he can put out so much pressure. Most of this harassment doesn't mean a lot to him anymore.
I agree. It's the little things, I guess, that are adding up instead of just straight up raw damage. Everything ain't always about numbers.
Ooh,
Jack's gonna
Jack
get
on the
speared
tower.
under the tower. Yeah, he takes a couple hits from there, but still feeling quite okay with this. Luki is not taking any real potential damage from the gyrocopter, but Bane is chasing Lion all the way into the tower, forcing out the salve. I do have to say, I do like this early brawling going on, Bane. Dangerous direction, spear is available. They're not going to throw the Bane under the tower, but they're just going to pin him onto a tree. Rocket in between, gets the brain sap thanks to Jack's homing missile. Bane trying to TP out, not going to work out. Rayla Lisa is killed in mid, and they will take the Bane kill as well. Gyrocopter looking to go down too. Rocket Barrage is there, 3 seconds for the stun. Yaren looking for the angle, but he doesn't want to dive straight under the tower. Jack's going to have to TP home. Trapnets gets a kill on Stonebank. I feel like there's you could almost say there's a bit too much going on right now. Every lane suddenly opened up completely.
I wanted to talk about mid, where Rayla Lisa actually kicked Mark out. Mark TP's back in and immediately murders Rayla Lisa, who was trying to push the tower with the Dragon Form. That's the first Dragon Form wasted and a solo kill towards Mark on a lane that he originally lost. That's a really big twist, but we didn't even get to that because both of the side lanes were just murderizing each other.
Every single lane brawling. You got 1v1s, you got 2v2s going on everywhere, which is exactly what we expect from this region to give. Division 2 has been full of fighting.
It has, which is wild after last year's NA being a lot of farming.
How the tables have turned.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Jack in his bottom lane, he is going to be very annoyed by the Bulwark now, and this Bulwark will remain annoying to him.
Puck rotation. Bit too far away for the coil. Gets it on the mark. Luki instantly pops it. Not going to be enough. He tries to instantly get the stun so he could still retreat at least nearby the tower, have a chance to spear somebody away. Not going to give that opportunity. Trap Nest also 1 HP in top. Ignite is a burnin'. Look at this, we got Lion TPing in top, so that's a 3 versus 2 with a very low Mirana. Kunkka in trouble. Fire Blast is available. Arrow will connect, so we won't get the body blocks, but the stun's going to be there from the Impale, and Mirana's going to die. Stonebank goes straight under the tower with a Phantom Rush, and onto the Kunkka they go. That will be another one as they get the Kunkka out of the way, and Stonebank with a double with the PL. Great rotation from Yaren.
Fantastic. Great timing as well, because Mark already TP'd to base in order to refill his bottle once again and get his stats back up. But is not available to help out there.
14 kills. 7 minutes. That's 2 kills per minute pace. Lisa.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
We're thinking alike right now. We're on the same page. Lisa being surrounded from all directions. Here's the Bane. Nightmare's there. Oh, he tries to bait with the arrow there for a second, but there's the coil going to be forced out too. Lion dropping low. Call down coming in as well from Jack. He's also made his appearance. Mark will get the first. Does he get the second? Lisa's a tough kill. They're not fully committing because they don't have any more spells remaining. It was all down to right clicks, and Lisa gets back to safety. Bug? Hey, what's a video game without bugs?
I mean, Dota is a connection of bugs duct taped together. Put on a server.
Well played. That's actually a pretty good analogy if you want to talk about games in general. There was this one game that I actually tweeted about last night, which is one of my favorites, but the remake is just absolutely filled with bugs and bugs that didn't even exist in the original game, so I was a bit serious about it.
Ah, remakes.
When do we get Dota 2's remake? Or Dota 1 remake, even? Is that gonna be a thing?
I think we've evolved past that. Like, that's the thing with Dota, right? It's much like evolution in that way as well, that the bugs stay in as long as they don't actually kill off the entire species. Like, nature just makes do with your appendix and that sort of stuff. That's Dota.
At least we have a natural course of the nature. And this as well. Stone Bank is being surrounded. That arrow, well, it couldn't have been better. This one did not require luck, it was all skill.
It was. Like, this is a DD puck. If Mark had any idea at all that Trapnest could possibly hit it, that's a dead kill right there. But Mark was just like, nah, no, he hits
No
that,
trust.
right?
No trust.
I think that was pretty unlikely. You can't anticipate that.
Well, that's the difference sometimes between some teams where you really just put your faith in me, kind of. Spoke up aggressively inside the jungle. They're gonna go for attempt number 2, Kips. Maybe this one. Maybe now they go with the arrow.
Coil, 2, 1. Drop it.
And there we go. The coil will pop every single illusion out of the way, and that arrow is not even needed. That's a kill without the arrow. Let's go.
Let's go, indeed. In the meantime, Looky working on a bottom tower, but the area that I really want to focus on here is Jack. I was wondering, he was holding points in that safe lane of his in order to maybe go for the full flat cannon build, but instead, between the Falcon Blade and his full levels in Rocket Barrage, he's actually been very active, contributing to some kills. Very hard to dislodge out of that mid lane.
Yep, he's also gone for 3 points in Rocket Barrage because of all the brawling they had early on, and it's actually proving to be a nice farming tool with the Falcon Blade.
Yeah, you need the mana for it. Matches up very nicely.
Decent farming. Speed Gyro up at 4,300 net worth, and another pause. We've got a lot of lag going on, apparently, according to the players. The producer is talking about Lask. Is that... I'm not sure if our producer is also having some lag. Is he trying to send us a message? Nah.
I think he could do that on Discord.
He could. Oh, is he gonna write us on a console? Okay, that's next level. You're writing us through on console about not having any lag. That's the next one.
Suddenly you hear Skype.
Oh no, Kips. No, we're not going that direction.
I sure hope so.
We're Dota players. We do not go backwards in history. Like you said, we had nature goes through its course. We're done with Skype.
Exactly.
Well, as we're getting our lion back in, I guess it's the classic go try until we have the next one. Awkward silence. Somebody hear the crickets?
I think they should add that as ambient noise, especially during silencer ult.
Aster should be able to use voice wheels.
Ooh.
We could play it.
I'm not sure. There's a couple of people I really would not trust with that.
Imagine like if it was actually an all chat sound. Both teams have been farming for 15 minutes, and then randomly you just hear crickets. Meanwhile, Yaren, both an arrow.
You know what? I think
Not
I'm talking
even-
about myself, because I would.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would use it just for the memes. But I'm afraid it wouldn't even be a meme at that point. It would be so overused. But still, Lion being killed, that also opens up the mid tower. He's going to be up in 5 seconds, but they might actually defend it because Ray Lisa does have his DK for him popped up. So he's going to go for the Dragon Tail stun onto the puck mark. Arrow to keep them away. He's going to come for another teleport. The coil has been used. Yaren nicely isolating them as well, that they can't actually jump on the DK. And that coil is just used to disengage away from that tower. But DK is not done yet. He blinks in, tries to look for a mark. He's got another stun on the puck, and look at that arena coming out as well. But a beautiful time nightmare as well. But the abilities will be used as well. The spear onto the Kunkka, and Mars can't get anything done. His mana pool is completely drained out. Full duration Fiend script. DogChamp, they retreat to the high ground. Can't quite get the kill on the Mars. He's down to 200 HP, but the rocket is going to be flying in. The homing missile, everybody's targeting it. Don't let it hit the Mars. Keep Luki alive with the stun coming in from Lisa again onto the Bane. Bane is going to be dropping very low on HP, and he's going to be taken out as well. The cooldown connecting too. Trap Nest still throwing us a Star Storm, but it's not enough to kill the DK. Neither the Lion. This back and forth brawl only ends up being a dead Bane.
Wild. I think both of these teams, with all of their single target stuns, just really having a hard time selecting out anybody that they can all focus on. None of these ranges are very large here either, except for Mark. So yeah, when the arena comes out, that's AoE for DogChamp. They need to do something with that, and unfortunately they just don't have any stuns left to actually save Luki from the Bane.
Bane is going to TP back in, bottle refill for the puck. They're going to need it because this fight is again on onto the gyro this time with the finger used from Yaren, and the party's a bit too late, but Mark, he could keep on chasing. Coil doesn't quite hit the DK, which is a bit unfortunate for them. Meanwhile, if anything has been going on, it's just a full-on 5 versus 4 fight because double kill for Ray Lisa. PL's just finished it in Fusel Blade and he's farming bottom happily like nothing's ever actually happening in his game right now. So PL, so much free space given.
And this is really where that early tankiness of DogChamp comes in so handy. Magnus really has to focus fire in order to take anybody down. And with these short cooldowns as well, yeah, here's Ray Lisa, another blink, another stun, another dragon form, and that mid tower is going to end up going down at some point. There's not enough that Team Magnus can do in the meantime.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What I'm kind of impressed here for DogChamp here is while they're able to keep the PL farming, they're getting kills on the opponent's carry. They just killed the Gyrocopter inside his own triangle with that aggressive move where they first kind of almost lost their team fight in mid, got a kill and got away with it, into another kill and got away with another re-attempted initiation from Magnus. Magnus is kind of missing 1 or 2 opportunities in a row here and giving DogChamp a bigger and bigger lead, because as long as they're not losing any heroes, Phantom Lancer's getting bigger and bigger the whole time.
Yep, and if these damage problems persist for Magnus, if they can't even take down the DK, then what hope do they have versus a Phantom Lancer?
Hey, let's go again. Keep. And this rune popped. He can't see the Mars. Is he gonna go for this one? Because might as well just spring a trap. Look at that move, Luki. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect positioning right now. Bloody Nine is going to be there too. There's the arena. Spear will come out. They're going to need some vision at least because the Nightmare is going to be there. And the Rum buff actually given. So this Kunkka is going to be super hard to kill.
But the DK is isolated.
Also the DK Ray Lisa. He's going to be completely controlled here. He's going to get bloodlusted, but there's not much that they can actually do for him except maybe get him away with that one. With the PL coming into the fight as well. He's going to do a lot of damage with these illusions. The army is there. They're going to get one. They're going to take another. Actually, it is Mark taking Bloody Nine. The stun from the rocket connecting onto the Mars. PL disengaging. And Magnus getting themselves some kills here. Luki, he wishes he had some more backup, but this PL doesn't want to join in. They're going to have to sack Luki completely, making it a 3-for-1 for Magnus.
Oh, that's really all down to positioning.
It was.
Yeah, Ray Lisa still gets the middle tower. That's some opportunism right there. I hardly approve of that, but yeah, really the only reason that they lose heroes there is because that fight is so split and the supports have to walk all the way forward in order to try and help Ray Lisa out. who probably does not survive if the supports don't distract attention away. They sure as hell didn't help him break the Fiend's grip, but you know what? They were sure easier targets. Still, with the mid tower going down there, I think that's actually roughly an even trade.
Their X mark on Luki, but Trap Nest going to be the one to tank the majority of the damage here. We do have the Urn on the Mirana, approaching a Spirit Vessel. That's going to make things harder for the Mars, going to make things harder for the DK, but DK is also very close to a BKB. That extra bit of tankiness, and the only thing that really hurts the DK at that point, it is the Fiend's grip. But that also just keeps him in place. Bloody 9. He has lost a life on the other side of the map. Mars has blinked now.
Wandering in to try and maybe get a ward down, but this is actually full of Radiant Sentries as well. I don't think Blade Knight can have gotten anything to stick.
Bane walking in. Nightmare is there. Fiend script is off cooldown. Arrow onto the Lion.
Oh.
Trying to dodge around with a Nightmare, but it doesn't quite work out. Coil onto 2, and the Courier literally just brought the Mars Blink, but he's not going to be able to use it yet. He's now moving it into his active inventory, and it might just play a good bait here. Does it work out? The Trap Nest is in the trees with Invis. Not see what is going on right now. All the heroes just slipped away from DogChamp. Support for support trade. Is one revealed in the bot lane. It is the Kunkka, but does Luki go for it? He's got his buddies right behind him. One with Blink, one with just movement speed.
A little bit disappointed in Rayla Lisa on sort of a moral level. Like, you know, your Lion just took the Nightmare for you. The least you could do is take the arrow hit instead then, right? Right?
I beg to differ.
Oh, it's definitely the correct play, but it felt so rough. It's like, that man just sacrificed everything for you.
I guess there was like a tiny moment to, you know, swap the Nightmare back and forth and maybe time it correctly to dodge the actual arrow, but it doesn't matter because Yaren is going to die again.
This time though, Trap Nest pays the price.
He's not going to be as lucky in getting away. Rayla Lisa is now on a dominating streak. Mark blinks onto the Mars. Kunkka bringing out the boat as well, and they will take down the Mars quickly as they do. There's a Dragon Tail into the BK, and here comes Stonebank. He wants to get rid of that illusion.
Got him!
With the Nightmare, and he got him. Jack is down, but look at that coil. Also heavy damage back and forth, but I think Stonebank is going to be the stronger counterpart out of these, and he will. Rayla Lisa, triple kill. 4 heroes gone at the cost of just 2. DogChamp might have lost the Lion, but they get a perfect fight right after that.
Absolutely excellent. Yeah, the Gyrocopter, his window to get involved is definitely gone. He invested all of his money into a Maelstrom, which is a farming item now. He did not go for the Aghanim Scepter. So now we're left to wait for his BKB, and I don't think he should show up here anymore.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of like wasted time at this point if the Gyro continues to join in for fights because they missed their window. Puck is probably constantly calling in comms that I need to fight, I need to find kills. He's 606, he's on a perfect streak right now. And the Gyro's kind of half getting debated into joining the action because you're nearby, you see these opportunities arise. Like as we've seen so far, they start with a pickoff from Magnus, which turns into a team fight, which DogChamp is going to win in the end. Unless we get Puck getting like a triple kill where they feed one by one. So that's kind of drawing this Gyrocopter again and again and again into these fights because he thinks that he can actually have impact, and he ends up dying.
And they kind of need him too. Like, Mark here has the Witchblade specifically because there is a shortage of damage right now. This is, of course, a very nice build for the Puck in general, but it is definitely influenced by that as well. It's very tempting to say, well, I can have the best of both worlds. I can join the fight so my team has damage to actually win them and get some kills out of it in the process.
Yeah, greed is good as well. I think the safety approach would be the one to go for. At least now you have to draw the line.
Oh,
like
blink up on Yaren.
Farming, but yeah, big one if they can get this Puck kill, but he's hard to kill. Even waiting rifts in for the silence to make sure the DK is not going to get an accidental Dragon Tail in between. Bit of a taunting play. That's something we saw today as well, where the Wraith King inside tier 4 towers, he's being controlled, he's being comboed. What he does, instead of running away, he turns around for like half a second just to be like, you what? And then he walks down. Like a taunting move as well. But hey, tier 2 tower for the Roshan. You gotta get something out of that trade. You see them moving around that area, Puck buying the time for the rest of the team to clear out Roche. A good move. It's a good move. You buy some time for Gyro.
A tail is all the time. Well, and definitely they buy in Aegis for the Gyro, so this will really empower him. If Jack holds on to his previous playstyle, now he can play like that. And he's going to be able to finish his BKB in that time as well. He is now actually a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, Kunkka just instantly BKBs because he thought that he's going to be targeted. Now he is, but it's going to be going onto the Bane. The spear is flying through. And that is a dead Yaren. That is a dead Bane, which Yaren is going to take. But Kunkka instantly popped his BKB because he thought that this is going to be a full-scale war zone, basically, in that outpost area. So he thought he was being jumped on, but he wasn't.
At the very least, he gets to walk out. We can't say the same of his Bane. Yeah. There's a BKB up on Rayla Lisa now as well. Actually, half of an Orchid as well. This man is coming to target down the Puck as well as giving himself another option to cancel out the Fiend's grip.
Kunkka's really going to need that Silver Edge as well if they want to have chances on killing this Dragon Knight. Because even if they have magical damage, DK's armor sometimes can hit some pretty obscene numbers.
Yep.
He's already at 60% physical damage reduction, so if you can remove that 12 on Dragon Blood, it does enable you to burst damage in to quickly nuke him, where the Puck just blows all the magical you have, Kunkka right-clicks in, and then the Gyrocopter finishes the deal, basically, with the sustained damage.
Agreed, and they also have another tool ready in the pockets of the Mirana here, Spirit Vessel. Excellent versus these tanky targets. Percentage-based damage.
4-man smoke while Gyro is farming the triangle as intended. BKB is ready, getting closer to Satanic. And the rest of the squad find this lone ogre. Probably not the target you want to go for, but hey, we'll take anything at this stage. He's right next to a tier 2 tower as well, so let's see if they TP to defend. Mars is coming in. They're gonna get more people around the area. Lion is also on the high ground. Aren with that Blink Hex. Back behind the tower. Makes himself known. They don't know about the Mars, but they're probably suspecting at this point there's gonna be some traffic. Here comes the DK. And the cooldown, nicely placed, Jack. Nice BKB with the cooldown, gets the vision. Rayla Lisa still goes in, but he's going to get Beast Grip instantly, and this is the control that they need to get this hero down, and they will do so. 3 heroes now gone from DogChamp in quick succession. One already dying before. And now this opens up a tower. Well played by Magnus.
Top tower is under attack.
Excellent patience, and Rayla Lisa there really underestimating, or I should say overestimating the amount of support there was going to come from his side. Lucky really rather wouldn't go in there. He's going to get pretty close to his BKB, and then Stonebank himself finishing off a heart would also rather not brawl at this moment in time.
But it did really come down to that poor timing as well. Cooldown just revealed all the heroes in the tree line, and if that didn't happen, Lucky blinking in for the Spear Arena, that would have actually caught the Gyrocopter because you don't have the time to react to it unless you're suspecting it to happen. So he gets the BKB off and he's able to turn around while the rest of the squad's just got this DK controlled. And again, this Bane is just making wonders. Again, a full duration feed script. Seems to be completely uninterrupted this game.
Which is kind of wild, because they have 3 Blink Daggers with stuns over on the side of DogChamp, and they never seem to have any of it at the ready.
Yep. That also translates to a lead for Magnus. 2,000 gold and a couple kills flowing their way. XP is still very neck and neck, so no differences, at least in levels, between these two. Phantom Lancer still leading with level 19. He's the only one with a level 3 ulti. The rest of them will be Magnus cores following right after. And now we have a smoke from Team DogChamp. And now a scattered Magnus right now. 2 heroes on the high ground, 3 heroes spread it around in different directions. They see the Kunkka, and they're gonna go for it. Blink Hex from Yaren, followed up with the spear. And that should be it, at least for the Kunkka. They also lose Yaren, so it's suddenly a 4v4, but there's a Fiend script, but Bane's not going to get to use it this time. He is sold to the highest bidder.
Yeah, Magnus scattered to the 4 winds. They have no intentions of fighting Stonebank at this time. Once again, no damage in this game. Leave that man alone. If you can kite him out and snipe his supports out from under him, that is much better. So this was all the supports that they were going to get for now. Magnus retreat.
Double damage.
Very big pick for DogChamp to get that Kunkka kill as well. Yaren has been on point with his reaction, even though he knows he's going to die this game. If he gets the Blink Hex off, that's already his job's done.
And I think it wouldn't even have been necessary if Stonebank actually made it down to the low ground on his first doppelganger, but he didn't. He unfortunately got left behind and all his illusions went in. Oh, Trapnest just showed himself!
Yep, not this time. Mirana trying to make a run for it. The spear's gonna be there. Imagine leaping right into a tree. Lookie's gonna catch him. Like a hunter of old. 30 seconds gone too. Now looking for a bit of a push here. DogChamp, they're trying to get away with that split pusher. The nasty puck has been. And that is a huge streak, by the way. Talking about streaks. The Bane killed too. And well, as Jack pops his BKB, I can't help but wonder. Yaren is going for some big brain items. Looks like he's going for a Shadow Blade on the Lion, because why the heck not?
Oh, I respect that. He's already got the double fluffy hat, right? Like, he's got all of the defensive items that he needs. So why not go for that Shadow? And he's got the Shadow Amulet first. He could still be sensible, get himself the Glimmer Cape instead. But I'm kind of feeling that not so sensible is way more fun, and Yaren is a lot about the fun.
Does that also mean that Yaren, as he hits level 15 or level 14, he's going to level up the plus 60 damage right-click talent and just, you know, pump up a proper right-clicking, controlling, fingering Lion?
He should.
Great. He should, definitely. 5-man stroke from Magnus. Yep.
You don't just go with Shadow Blade and then not do that. I would be so disappointed in this man, and he's never disappointed me yet.
Never live to leave things half done or unfinished. Ooh. Out Stonebank, but that Illusory Orb is already out by the time Puck manages to realize. He's also been very deep in. Doesn't know where the rest of DogChamp's heroes are. They are all stacked up on the high ground. They're suspecting a smoke. That smoke has already passed. They do not have a smoke of their own, and actually do not have... I'll take my words back. They have none in the shop, but they still have one more on top of this one.
Breaks.
Hey, look at that. They found the Kunkka, but has the Kunkka found the DogChamp heroes instead? Gyrocopter, huge control, and Jack is going to be down right away. The Fiend script is not getting used at all, and Bane is going to have to sack his life for the greater good. DogChamp is going to take that out. 60 seconds without your Gyrocopter. That is definitely going to look into an objective taken by DogChamp. And again, Mark trying to split push top, but here one tower at least going to be taken away. But they got the Gyrocopter fairly easily there, Kips.
They did. Finally getting those Blink Daggers off in time into... Oh no, Trap Nest. At least there's no cores near.
Just the supports. It's just the supports, and there comes Rayla Lisa. If only he had a Blink Dagger off cooldown.
He would have. 100%.
He would have gone for it. Knows he can. Kunkka able to take down a tower in bottom.
And you can see here how instrumental that Aegis was for Magnus to just stay in the game at all. Like, needing to deal with the Gyrocopter twice would have been a little bit too much for DogChamp at that moment in time. But as soon as the Aegis was gone, they got that hard over on Phantom Lancer. Like, you can't do anything to us anymore. You don't have anyone to throw at us that can deal enough damage. Your Gyrocopter only has one life, and we'll just chip right through that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what can you do with it, basically? This Magnus lineup is it is what it is right now. They're not afraid. They're not really feeling the threat of this gyrocopter, despite the items. And again, that's Satanic. It's just getting slowed down time and time again. We had a good farming phase for Jack, and it feels like it disappeared again for some time because he hasn't finished that item. Luki and Stonebank, they're on the hunt. They're on the hunt. They smell blood. Kane with the blink
He
out.
just bought the Satanic.
Script into the Torrent, but he's going to tank some hits with the PL, focusing him down on Luki in between. But they still get the kill on Ray Lalisa. But look at Mark. Mark has hit the back line. He's going to take down one. He's going to look for Bloody 9-2 and make that 3-for-1. And Gyrocopter living through all of it, except for now. It looks like he's going to go down. Or is he Satanic keeping him alive for a little bit longer? But it's not going to be enough. And Kunkka is going to go down too. And Stonebank is just fighting his way through all of this. And Mark just might be next with Luki walking right in. He does get the face if the arrow is tanked by the illusion. And Puck able to quickly move himself out of harm's way. Fight spreading back and forth, but in the end, even if Magnus deals 14,000 damage during that team fight, they just don't have enough to finish off this PL, who has 4,000 HP, by the way.
Absolutely insane. This was about the best play that Mark could make, by the way.
Just look at the replay.
Yeah. Immediate silence there onto the Bane, but Mark's on the backline now. It's got a BKB, takes both of the supports out with the help of Trap Nest. In the meantime here, as soon as the Gyrocopter is out of mana, he can take a stand for a little bit. But then they still don't actually have the damage to save him.
Yeah, that's the problem, where your Satanic is basically healing you for like 100 damage per tick, so it's only giving you like one right click of save every time, and now Bane is going to be a free picker right here. Aaron has also found the Puck, and Puck's got no mana. You might have a BKB, but it's not really going to keep you alive here unless you get your Blink Dagger off, and it's going to go off, but right next to the creep wave. And look at Stonebank, 800 movement speed, PL coming right your way. Aaron finds the stun, and they canceled Roach for this, but still, Mark dead, Bane dead. Back to the pit.
To the pit. No need for DogChamp to back off.
Can they interrupt this Roach in any way? Trap Nest? Another illusion? Yeah, can't go in there. No chance.
And they did not have the damage to deal with this PL once. They certainly don't twice. Magnus is going to have to make their last stand. Well, honestly, you might want to try to wait out this Aegis, see if you can split push with Trap Nest with your Puck, but it's a tough ask, and they have so much catch for you with all of those Blink Daggers. It's a very tough cookie.
I guess you could just opt to go straight up Rapier on the Gyrocopter, because you've got Satanic, you've got BKB. Those are the two most important items this hero technically needs to survive. So now he just needs the raw damage, basically. Daedalus is a good option and a good pick here. Honestly, I don't think it's too bad of an idea to go straight up Rapier. Okay, he just goes for the Crystallis at least, and he wants to get that Daedalus out of the way, so he's playing it safe. But is safe really the way to win this one? Stonebank he doesn't give a damn about save. Look at this guy. What is his safe word? Does he have one? Just keeps on rushing straight to tier 4 towers, but they got the DK in the Fiend's Grip, and now suddenly it looks like the tables might have turned as the Bane has bought back into this and is the one to credit the kill for the DK. Now on to the Phantom Lancer they go, and Kips, this is literally round 2 right now. Do they have the damage for it? The Hex coming out from Yaren in the back, the Nightmare save coming out as well for the Bane, momentarily keeping Jack alive for a bit longer. He pops his Satanic, but where's the healing? You don't have it. You just don't have it. The damage is not there. The healing is not going to be there. And Magnus are losing heroes back and forth. The DogChamp is going to go for more. They push out the Puck outside of the base. Puck still trying to get the kill. Luki is down to 50 HP. The Witchblade's going to be the one to kill him.
Well, one more boss standing. Stonebank is not done.
Yeah, you finished the mini-boss, but you didn't finish the actual encounter yet, did you?
No, you did not, and now you do not have a Bane. You don't have the control.
Buyback from the Puck. Mark trying to do everything he possibly can Kunkka with another Tidebringer. Vessel used up on the Phantom Lancer. He's still at 2000 HP. All the damage you have dealt to this guy, he's regenerating back, and this guy keeps on going for more and more, and he's not stopping. He's not stopping. He's not giving up at all. The coil and the arrow combined onto the Phantom Lancer, and finally, the raid boss has been felled, and it took an eternity for it too, but the cost is heavy. But it's not that heavy in terms of buildings, because it's only a melee racks gone in the mid lane. But those buybacks, that's a lot of buybacks also spent for the defense here. 26.9 thousand damage dealt to get the team wipe out from DogChamp. That's how much it took to kill the PL.
And roughly 2 minutes, let's not forget about that as well. They really needed all of that time to kite around, pick different heroes off next to him. I honestly didn't think they could do it, and I think Stonebank was like, all right, let's see, how much can I tank here? How far can I go? He's just trying this out right now. I don't think he's playing that fully serious. He stays that long. He's just okay. I just want to know.
Well, honestly, Kips, if you think about just straight up raw numbers, yes, 26,000 damage in a team fight is like the same amount of damage a core hero does in an average Dota game.
Yeah, that happens.
Obviously, this is team damage and not just one individual, but still, it's a lot of damage taken for a hero with a 4k HP pool. And the rest of the squad, I mean, as soon as this draft finished, we were like, hey, they got a pretty tanky draft. You got a 4k DK, you got a 4k PL, you got a 3k Mars. Ogre is fairly tanky. You have a double fluffy hat Lion. Now with Mark being picked off and killed in the river, this is 100 seconds without your mid player as well, so this is going to be more buildings gone most likely.
Mark is absolutely integral to Team Magnus' ability to keep these waves out. Now
Dogs
mid
are
and
howling.
bot. Terrifying.
Terrifying sound of corgis howling somewhere. It's a group call. It is the Wolf Pack. It is the Dog Pack. It is the DogChamp on the high ground. Rayla Lisa leading the troops. Kunkka looking for an angle here.
I think it was
Into
Lucky.
the trees, and that's a dead Bane. Already gone. 50 seconds. No Bane. Jack, where's the damage? BKB Satanic up with Crystallis, but it's not gonna be enough, and I feel like that's gonna be the end here for Team Magnus in this first game. With this Kunkka controlled, he's taken out of play with the Marana. Finish out the team like DogChamp. Makes it look almost too easy. GG hold in 37 minutes. They score the first victory in this series.
Yeah, and I don't think they themselves felt like they were really at risk anywhere during this match. They have to play a little bit more